So a little while ago, Neural DSP came out with the archetype John Mayer. As you'd expect, it's designed around John's clean and edge-of-breakup tones. It has some really cool amps that frankly are unobtainable to people like you and me, and other effects and pedals that he's kind of known for. And if you're watching this video, I'm guessing you've probably watched a bunch of the other videos that go into a deep dive about John Mayer's new plugin. And so did I. I watched a bunch of those tutorials, and while I was watching one of them, something caught my eye. This is the Talon Electric Dual Drive. And this is a blues breaker and a clon basically in one pedal. And this pedal has really become a staple for me when I'm playing pop punk. And I noticed while watching one of the run-throughs of John Mayer's plugin that it also comes with a blues breaker and a clon. Aha. And once I noticed that, the gears started turning. And I thought to myself, you know, if this works in my real life rig to get tones that I love for pop punk, could I also do it with John Mayer's plugin? So I have an idea that I've been trying to work on, and I want to go into my DAW, record some stuff, and use the John Mayer plugin to see if we can get some real decent pop punk tones, and see if this is really a usable plugin for that kind of genre. Now, we can't be playing the John Mayer plugin without using a Strat of some kind. So this is my parts caster. It's got a Warmoth roasted maple neck, and it has a 2 humbucker configuration. I have bare knuckle black dogs in there, which I think are perfect for this genre. All right, so I'm in my DAW, which is Studio One. That just is the one that I use. And I have a song that I've been working on for a while, so I'm going to redo it with the John Mayer plugin and see how that sounds. So first we'll make a guitar track. So I have a guitar track made. Let's get the John Mayer plugin added to it, and we'll start dialing in a tone. So the default tone is all 3 of his amps blended, which I think sounds really cool. But isn't totally what we're going for right now. So let's first go to the pedals, and we'll start there. So I'll switch this from the teal breaker over to the blues breaker. Default settings here. Take that boost off. I don't really need it right at the moment. I think that already sounds pretty good. Alright, how does it sound if we stack the overdrives? Honestly, sounds pretty cool. I think it sounds good with just the blues breaker and with them stacked, so I think I might use both tones just for different parts of the song. I don't know that I'm crazy about having it on all of the blended amps right at the moment. Let's see how it sounds with some of these amps individually. Not so sure about that one. Definitely liked this amp the most. I also feel like pop punk has a lot of high end. What if we toggle on the bright switch here? I think I'm going to leave it on, maybe dial back the treble just a little. And let's maybe fiddle with some mics a little bit. Try this on a Dynamic 57. What about off axis? I kind of like this more. This mic seems like it's fine. Also, keep in mind, I don't really know what I'm doing. I'm just some guy. I'm not a producer. I'm sort of doing this to taste. And you would probably dial it in differently than me, and that's totally fine. Nah, not a fan of that. I'm going to keep this ribbon mic. I kind of liked how that was. That's totally fine. This plugin has a lot of other kind of crazy stuff. It's got this big reverb. I think it's a little bit much for me. I think I'm going to turn that off because we also have a studio verb over here that's on. And I don't know that I really want both. This plugin's also got like this big compressor and EQ, and I don't know what I'm doing with it. So I'm just going to leave it the way that it is. I'm also going to be putting some bass in this song, and so I kind of wanted to use the same plugin to dial in a bass tone and see how that sounds. I bought this fat bass pick yesterday. I'm actually pretty excited about it. Yeah, not a huge fan of that on the default. Okay, I think I'm going to try the Headroom Hero thing here. Because with all this bass, maybe we need a little more headroom. A little less gain. Turn the mids up a little bit. Sounded pretty good, actually. Maybe cut the treble just a little. Okay, I think this sounded pretty good. Let's see, do we want to add the blues breaker to this as well? Maybe with a little less gain. Okay, I think we got it. Alright, now that I got a couple of tones dialed in, I'm just going to go ahead and record the song, and I won't make you watch me do 18 takes of every single part of the song. So I'll just show you the finished product at the end, hopefully with a decent playthrough, and then we'll see how it sounds. Well, what'd you think? I thought it sounded pretty good. I thought those were some pretty decent pop punk tones. So, at the end of the day, would I recommend the John Mayer plugin for pop punk? Probably not. Listen, the John Mayer plugin is really, really good. And I think the fact that we were able to do this video shows what a versatile plugin it is. With that said, as far as pop punk tones specifically go, there's just probably better options. So if you were really looking for a plugin for pop punk, I would probably choose something a little better suited to it. That doesn't mean don't buy the John Mayer plugin, but buy it because of the other stuff that it does really well, not because of this niche thing that we were able to do. Personally, I'm a big fan of the archetype Tim Henson by Neural DSP. I think that has a lot of great pop punk tones that you can get with it. And then I've also been really curious about the Canvas Audio Zen box. I haven't had a chance to try it yet. If any of you have, please say so in the comments and let me know what you thought of it. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed this video. I had a lot of fun making it. And until next time, I'm Blake, and I can't shred.